If you want your ideal clients knocking at your door, then you have to have an irresistible offer, otherwise known as a lead magnet. Now, there is one type of lead magnet that is guaranteed to attract your ideal clients. It's better than any other lead magnet that exists. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about what it is and how you can create it. So, a lead magnet is really just an asset that you create for your business that gets your ideal clients to signal an interest in solving a problem, a challenge, or reaching a goal or desire. That's ultimately what it is. It's somebody raising their hand or signaling their interest that they need a problem fixed, or they want to reach a particular desired state, and they're looking for help, or they're willing at least to give you some information in order to overcome that challenge or fix that problem in their business, right? So there are only really 3 different types of lead magnet that you can create. The first one is a trial or a test. Now, you've probably seen this really play out in the real world with restaurants, for example. If there's a new restaurant or cafe opening up, there's a couple of ways that they give you a free taste. Either they stand outside with a little tray of that thing and say, hey, you can taste it, or they do what's called a soft launch, where they actually open for a night and you can come in and you can dine there and you can try all of the different things. Maybe you've seen this with a gym membership or software subscriptions like Netflix or anything like that, where you can have a 7-day free trial. That's one type of lead magnet or irresistible offer, is the kind of try before you buy. The reason I'm not a big advocate of this type of lead magnet for the creative industries is because it's quite difficult to do. It's quite difficult to give somebody a taster of what you do for free without actually delivering the thing. And it leads people down this road of doing lots of work for free up front, and then all of a sudden starting to charge for it, and it feels a little bit strange, it feels a little bit uncomfortable. There are ways to do it, which I won't get into in this video, but it's probably one of my least favorite lead magnets. The second category is what I would call an information or education lead magnet. So that's when you're giving away a free course, a PDF, a book, something like that, where you're giving your potential clients the information they need to go away and fix the problem that they've got. This one is good. I use it myself. You can grab a free copy of my book. You can watch these videos I'm giving of my information freely. And then the idea is that you charge people for the implementation. So you charge to actually help them take these ideas and implement them in their business. And that can take a variety of different forms. For the creative world, again, this lead magnet is okay. It's much better than a free trial, so I'd probably put it at number 2. The difficulty is oftentimes the clients that we really want have more money than time. And so it's less likely that the marketing manager or CEO of a business is going to download some kind of book and read it all the way through and then go, oh my God, your creative work is amazing. How can you help me? It's definitely not impossible, but it's less likely because people have more money and less time. And so the third type of lead magnet that I want to talk about is what I would refer to as a diagnostic tool. And this is where you actually get somebody to engage with you or with a piece of software and answer questions which will then reveal to them a problem. So the way I think about it is it's like going to the doctors. You go to the doctors when you have a symptom. So let's say you've been getting headaches. You book a doctor's appointment because you've been getting this unwanted symptom, which is headaches, but you're not actually sure what is causing it. And that's why a diagnostic tool is one of my favorite tools, because it uncovers either a known or an unknown problem, and it provides a solution to that particular problem. So number one, it's much more custom, i.e. it's related directly to their problems, pain points, and challenges. Number two is that they're actually giving you a lot more information in return. And this is one of the key benefits of this kind of lead magnet, because the more information you have about your prospective client, the easier it is for you to start an informed discussion around those problems, pain points, and desires. Now, one of my favorite tools for building diagnostic lead magnets or an audit type lead magnet is something called Score App. Now, Score App was developed by Daniel Priestley, who's a best-selling author, entrepreneur, mentor, and friend of mine. And he hasn't sponsored this video in any way. We have actually been using Score App over the last 6 months, and it's really transformed the conversations that we have with our ideal clients. So I'll give you a really tangible example. If you, for example, sell branding, now you could say to somebody, well, your brand isn't as well known as it should be, or maybe your branding is inconsistent and it's causing some confusion with your target audience. Absolutely fine. But there's a human nature where we want to find out information that we believe is hidden from us. And that's why words like secret or unlock the, fill in the blank, that's why that type of marketing works so well, because there's this kind of unknown, there's this open loop. And so a diagnostic works really well because you're giving someone something that they don't know, but it's specifically about their situation. So it's combining the kind of open loop with personalization. And those two things are actually really, really powerful. So let's go back to the branding example. Let's imagine you're running a branding agency and you create a brand audit tool. You could actually ask that potential client the same kind of questions that you might ask them in, let's say, the discovery phase of your rebrand process. So going through and asking them questions about their target client, asking them questions about how they want their brand to be perceived, and all of these different things. Now, after that, what you can do, which is really clever with Score App, is you can actually give each one of these categories a score, and then you can rate them in that area and display different information based on that score. So that's where this kind of level of customization comes in, where you're actually presenting data relevant to their specific pain points and problems. So what I've actually done is I've created one of these for agency owners, right? So you can actually experience this for yourself. So if you're an agency owner right now, or you run a small creative studio and you want to grow that studio, you want to increase your revenue, you want to have more free time, you want to step out that business, you really want to take this to the next level, one of the most common challenges is that people just don't know what thing to work on in order to get their goals. There's so much information out there, right? There's an infinite amount of information on YouTube, but what things relate directly to our business? So what I've done is I've designed a scorecard so you can actually go and see this for yourself, and you can actually go and experiment with this yourself, where you answer about 25 different questions based on exactly where you're at right now. And it will actually give you a diagnosis of what areas of your business you need to work on, what things you need to improve specifically for you. Now, the reason this is really powerful for both ways is because you as the user actually get some really valuable information. Like, you can spot the gaps in your business, you know where to work on next. And I, as a provider, get lots of valuable information. I can see those gaps as well. So I can reach out to you and offer you specific content and specific guidance related directly to your problems and challenges, rather than a generic kind of blanket, would you like to grow your business? I can say, I notice one of the biggest things that you struggle with right now is systems and processes within your agency. So here's a video, or here's a training, or here's a workshop that I'm running, which is specifically going to help you with that. And so that's a much softer, easier pitch because I know you're struggling with that. The other thing is it gives me ammunition, it gives me marketing fuel to go out and talk about that topic. So if you follow Daniel Priestley and you look at some of the content he puts out on Score App, one of the cool things that he does is he uses statistics. So let's say 1,000 people take that scorecard, they're the exact same questions. You might say something like less than 60% of D2C brands have a clear idea of their audience persona. And so that piece of information, that piece of data then becomes content, then becomes something that you can talk about and almost pre-sell people on the importance of knowing your ideal client persona. And it gives you the opportunity to create some really powerful content and have some really powerful conversations. So if you want to try this out for yourself, there's actually a link in the description below, and you can actually try this out for free. See how they've done the free trial, very clever, and get a scorecard built. As a little bonus on top of that, I'm actually going to be recording some training which will walk you through step by step how to build a scorecard like this, and actually how to apply these ideas and strategies to your specific business. I'll go through how to structure the questions, what questions to ask, how to display different content on the results page. The great thing about ScoreApp as well is because Daniel's an entrepreneur and he's been doing this for a long time, he's literally had thousands and thousands of people take these scorecards, and each user he measures the data from. So there's great training as part of this software as well. So if you ever get stuck, they've got an incredible support team, but there's also some great courses on how to market your business, how to get more people to take your scorecard. So I didn't record this video just to plug ScoreApp. There are different ways that you can do this. I know you can do this with things like Typeform. I know there are other tools out there. What I really want you to take from this is the power of a diagnostic tool or a scoring tool as a lead magnet. I think it is, out of the three, one of the most powerful lead magnets or irresistible offers that you can create, because it gives both parties so much valuable information. If you found this video useful and you do sign up to ScoreApp, then you'll get the access to, or you'll get the opportunity to access our free workshop. So I look forward to seeing you there. If you don't end up using ScoreApp, then take some of these principles and make sure you apply them to your business, because this is going to be one of the best ways to attract your ideal clients and really start some powerful conversations that will lead to some great projects. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. My name is Matt Essam, and I'll see you soon.